When I started this process, I had, I guess somewhat foolishly, thought that there was a ton of things I could have tackled well before I started getting my book back for the final edit. But the more I'm going through this, it's becoming clearer and clearer that there's not much to do until I get that book back. The reason varies is kind of simple. So these things tend to happen in a certain order, and you can't really mess around too much. Otherwise, you're going to create more problems for yourself than you need to. So I can't format the book until I get the book back to get it edited. So first I got to edit the book, then I got to format. I can't get the book cover done until the book's been formatted because I need to have the dimensions. I need to have everything kind of set up there. So book cover is basically a no-go until then. So right away you have drafting, formatting, book cover. 3 main things that are already out the window. Redoing my website, that's something I'd considered doing right away, but again, until I get basically the book cover right, I can't do anything with banner ads. I can't do anything with any kind of, I guess, design around the book itself. And so my website itself, basically, it functions just fine. It just needs, banners, needs something to promote, basically. So you can't really do that. So again, that's another thing that's proven itself to be a challenge. So as I'm looking at this kind of to-do list right here, when I see basically a lot of the paperwork, I see the ISBNs I can purchase, the paperwork, the financials. I see getting the logo created. I can definitely do that just for my LLC there. That's easy enough. And the blurb. That's what I can do now at this point. It is kind of those 5 things there, or 4 things, whatever it is. And with my book not coming in until June with the edits done from the editor there, that's gonna have to tie me over. Is those items. The blurb, I think, is what I'm going to be tackling. I think first, just because that's going to take several passes. I've already written it, so I've already written up the blurb for the back cover for the Amazon page. I've already penned it, so now it's just a matter of going through editing it. So I'm going to probably spend a few days reworking that coming up. But that's really all I can do for like the next month. It's proving itself to be a bit more frustrating as I want to constantly, go, get this done. But it's becoming clear. Like, you have to, these things need to happen in a certain order, and until you get the first thing, you can't do much with the second thing. And I hate that. I hate having to wait. I hate having to kind of restructure things like it is. But yeah, I'm gonna have to, at least for the time being. Yeah. So the plan is, I think, the next day or so, I'm not sure, is start getting the blurb done. Take a day or two to rewrite that, get it fixed, and then we can kind of go from there. But man, it's a lot of frustration, a lot of hurrying up and waiting, and that's gonna be a challenge. I used to think that writing was the hardest part of this whole process, but it's very clear I'd rather be writing right now. I'd rather be creating stuff right now. And if it wasn't for the fact that I'd be basically putting a bunch on my plate here and setting myself up for potential complications down the line, I'd probably be doing that. But for right now, I want to remain single-minded, single-focused, and get this thing done. So I suppose it's a champagne problem of kind of having a little bit of free time here, a little bit of a more laid-back schedule. But that's what we have for at least the next probably couple weeks. So the financials, paperwork, all that stuff, that won't take too long. I can do most of that stuff probably in a long weekend, easily. ISBN, the same thing. Pretty simple to purchase. They don't take much time. Yeah, it's not as complicated of a process as I initially anticipated. I really thought this was going to be much more difficult than it's been so far. And I'm sure like a month or 2 from now, you'll hear me complaining about the process and how frustrating, how difficult it is. But for right now, it seems like it's a little bit easier than I anticipated. And boredom is now my biggest enemy at the moment. So we'll see what happens. We'll see what's coming along here. But for the moment, it's just, I guess, waiting.